Hey people, what up? What up? It's your man Brandon coming live from Woodbridge, Virginia here with Visionary Lending. I really hope and pray that you and your families are doing well. Okay. So look, let's dive right in. We're going to be showing an article that's in the Washington Post as well as if you reach out to me, I'll shoot you a video about this as well. But there's some proposed legislation going on with the Senate Banking Committee right now. Okay. All right. So remember, it has to go through a few steps before a bill becomes a law. Okay. If you grew up in my time, there was a video that said, I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill, if you remember that. So this bill is proposing that first-time home buyers, okay, get $25,000 that will go toward the purchase of the property. It will go toward down payment. It will go toward closing costs and any type of matters as such, okay? However, you have to read the details in terms of who qualifies as a first-time home buyer, all right? So I encourage you to do your research on this. So number one, in order to be a first-time home buyer, you need to be a first generation buyer. Yes, a first generation buyer. So what does that even mean? It means that your parents, and I'm not even sure, it might be even your grandparents, but I know definitely your parents cannot have owned a home. That's right, that is in the legislation. In addition to that, if your parents didn't own a home, or let's say if your parents did own a home, well, if they had a foreclosure or if they had a short sale within a certain period of time, then that would also qualify you as being a first generation home buyer, and you would qualify for that money. So that's kind of crazy, right? Now, in addition to that, there is a socioeconomic component. Okay, you have to be within a certain strata with regards to the area median income. All right, so you have to be within a certain strata with regards to the area median income. So definitely research that. All right, and then the third thing is really, really interesting. Okay, essentially it says that you are considered to be socially disadvantaged if you are African American, Hispanic, or Latino, or Asian. Okay, so that would also be a part of the mix, the formula, the ingredients that would qualify you for this money. Okay, you follow me? Right? So again, number one, you have to be a first generation buyer, first generation homeowner, which you have to meet certain qualifications and specifications, which is kind of crazy. Um, with regards to your parents owning a home, or if they did having a foreclosure or short sale. So look at the details. Secondly, you have to be within a certain income strata. Now, I think with that, to be honest with you, I think that you can make a certain amount of money depending upon what the area median income is. All right. So what happens is this. So I think it's Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, I believe. They set what's called income limits or area median income, depending upon what county you live in and the state you live in, that would qualify you for certain residential loans. Okay, so that criteria is based upon such. So you can definitely go to Google, type in your county, and type in area median income, and that information will immediately pop up for you there. I can promise you that. And then the final part is you have to be part of a socially disadvantaged group. Okay, a socially disadvantaged group, and that would qualify you if you are African American, Latino, or Asian. All right, so that is my current understanding of that legislation. If you know anything about Congress, legislation gets marked up. Okay, legislation gets changed and edited as it goes through the process. So here's the thing. Okay, but here's the thing. It's not necessarily all those other details, but it's the fact that this is actually being proposed to help people. So that has a lot of different ramifications for sure. And I want us to have some open discussion. So please put some of your own posts up there on Visionary Lending's page, or reach out to us or whatever, because it's definitely a discussion point as we move forward. Okay, for sure. There are many different types of loan programs that exist that currently offer down payment assistance. Okay, currently offer down payment assistance. In fact, it's been around for a while, so it's not like getting money toward the down payment on your home is brand new. Okay. So let's, not mistake that. There are a lot of what's called bond programs. There are state and county programs that have been around for a long time. And there are also some nationwide programs where you can get the money specifically for your down payment. Okay. I have many, many clients and referrals and agents, realtors call me and they say, "Oh, well, do you have any first-time home buyer programs?" Which is, language for, do you have down payment assistance or 100% financing? Yes. But just because you're a first-time home buyer doesn't mean you need to get all the money for your down payment. Okay. There are many people who are purchasing a home for the first time who have saved their money, right? And they're using it toward a down payment. Okay. Or they're getting a gift from a family member, or they're taking it from their 401k or from their thrift savings plan. So, we have to be very careful because it doesn't mean that you are automatically entitled to get all this money just because you're a first time home buyer. That is a misnomer. It's a myth. And as far as I'm concerned, it's false. It's a false teaching with regards to that. But again, we have the programs to help people who legitimately just don't have those funds available. And that's perfectly fine because everyone really deserves the right to call themselves a homeowner. Now, when you're doing that, which leads me to the second thing that I wanted to discuss today, you need to make sure that you set the proper expectations and you prepare yourself properly. Okay. I'm only going to talk about one thing, and that's credit. The vast majority of the people that I have dealt with, and a lot of people in our population, the United States population, right? When you look at your credit report, you're probably looking at something like Credit Karma, freecreditreport.com, Credit Sesame, Credit Apple, Credit whatever, right? That is called a consumer credit report. Okay, consumer credit report. It is very important to distinguish and delineate between a consumer credit report and a mortgage credit report. A mortgage credit report is pulled by a mortgage professional, by a loan officer, or someone who works at a bank, and it has a different set of criteria in terms of determining what your credit score is with the main three credit repositories: Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Okay, so not every time, I can't say every time, but most times, by and large, when someone looks at their consumer credit report, they are going to have a higher credit score than what actually shows on a mortgage credit report. So it gives you a false representation of what your qualifying credit score is for a mortgage. So let's be very clear about that. I'm not going to say it's giving you a false representation, period. No, it's giving you a false representation of a mortgage qualifying credit report. So what I typically do with clients is I say, listen, the consumer credit report that you're looking at is actually good because it gives you a good idea of the ballpark that you're in. It gives you a good idea of what's going on in your credit to make sure everything is reported on there properly, correctly, that there's no identity theft or anything like that. So it's actually a very good product to have. But when you want to know exactly what your score is going to be used for, in terms of a lender, in terms of a bank reviewing it, you need to get your credit pulled by a mortgage professional. Okay. Now, at the same time, I would only recommend that when you are seriously looking to get qualified to purchase a home. Okay. Because we just don't haphazardly pull people's credit just for no reason, just for the educational purposes. That's all well and good. But we pull the credit so that we can prepare you for the journey of home ownership. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. We are experts. We're experts here at Visionary Lending with regards to helping you and guiding you and navigating you through the credit experience. All right. Because here's the truth. Okay. A lot of people have great intentions. Okay. You may make a very healthy salary. You may consider yourself to be a very responsible citizen, right? But your credit score is 5, whatever. Well, we have to look at your credit and figure out why your credit score is that way. Giving a plug, all right, to myself, because I'm going to be sending out a podcast soon called The Psychology of the Credit Score. And it's a deep dive into it. So please listen to it when that comes out on my podcast, The Visionary Experience, and check out our YouTube page. But anyway, I digress, right? Your credit score is a snapshot of kind of your history of your activity with regards to your bills that show on your credit report. That's what it is. Whether you have a bunch of stuff that's in collections, you have medical collections, things that are charged off, whether everything's paid on time and everything looks great, it is a representation of your activity or lack thereof. It is what it is. Okay. But it's important to understand how those scores are created. All right. And once you understand how those scores are created, then you can begin to use that as a tool, which will then help you to get a loan with the best terms. As a result of getting a loan with the best terms, you're going to have the lowest interest rate, which as a result, you will get the lowest monthly payment. As a result of that, it will put less of a strain on your wallet and give you more discretionary money to take care of your other bills so that you can go to Whole Foods, right, and eat healthy. And so that once Hamilton comes out, you can pay $500 for your ticket. I'm just kidding. But all that said, okay, understanding how to, people may say play the game, but understand how to use these tools, understand how to use these products so that you can best position yourself to get the best terms when you want to get a mortgage and when you want to purchase a home. That's what we are here to do. We're here to give you that guidance. We're here to hold your hand and really make sure that everything is explained extremely clearly. So I have about 3 more minutes left on here. But again, let me just go ahead and give you a summary. Please do your research. I can't say whether this legislation that I spoke about a few minutes ago is or is not going to get passed in both houses of Congress, the House of Representatives and the Senate, and then go to President Biden for his signature. I cannot say whether that's going to happen. But if it does, it will definitely have a significant impact upon the mortgage landscape for sure, and upon the real estate landscape. Tomorrow, we do plan on doing a Facebook Live, myself and Stephanie DeBerry from eXp Realty. We are going to talk specifically about what's going on here in Northern Virginia and essentially in the DMV. Basically, what's going on is that a lot of buyers want to purchase homes. The demand is as strong as ever. Okay. However, people are putting in offer after offer after offer after offer, and they're not getting their offers accepted by sellers. It is becoming frustrating. It is becoming maddening. And on top of that, it is becoming disheartening to thousands upon thousands of prospective buyers. Okay. And tomorrow we are going to discuss that. Why is that happening? Give our theory, give our hypothesis. I'm going to give my arguments on why it is, and definitely open it up for some Q&A, because I'm very curious to hear what people's thoughts are with regards to that. So I definitely look forward to making that happen. So again, please research about the $25,000 proposed legislation. In addition to that, if you are renting and looking to get into the home buying sphere at some point within the next week or two or within the next several months, okay, you want to do yourself a favor and make sure that the foundation is a firm foundation, and that is your credit report. There are other qualifying measures for sure to get you to purchase a home. Okay, so let's make no mistake about that. This Facebook Live is not about that. But the foundation upon which you need to stand is a very strong credit report, which will give you a lot of options with regards to the different loan products that exist, because there are a plethora of loan innovations and loan products that exist that can help you, okay, and meet you where you are. That's the whole thing, right? It's not that we're so rigid and you have to have this 20% down payment and you have to have a 780 credit score and you have to have all this money in the bank. That's a myth, okay? That is so untrue. You have full and complete and total access to all the other amazing programs that are out there, even if you're not 100% perfect and pristine, okay? How do you find out about that? Check us out at www.visionarylending.net. Please send me an email, brandon@visionarylending.net, or give us a call at 703-268-6750. We are here, honestly, to educate. We are here to empower. We are here to energize. And once you are with us, we are here to execute get you in that home and get you and your family where you need to be. So thank you for spending just a few minutes of time with me today. Look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow. Take care and God bless.